Hello, friends. How are you? If you are seeing this, it's for a reason. Just sending you guys some cleansing energy. Let's go ahead. Oh, that one is like really strong. But hey, okay, let's not. I'm gonna pick up my citrine here. Abundance, happiness, luck, good energy. Let's go ahead and see what message you guys have for you. I straightened my hair where it was kind of wet in my defense. I'm just going to grab the blow dryer, but let's go ahead and see. I'm hearing indecisiveness. The way Party Next Door has been coming out so much here, specifically, I think it's a song like In the City keeps coming out here. The city could be significant. New York, okay. Wanting to move to the city. I'm hearing mainstream, wanting to be more in the mix. I'm hearing FOMO, all this energy. If you're seeing this, you're meant to see this now. All right, let's see what Spirit is talking about. I'm hearing duck, duck, goose, doves, Balenciaga, shoes, trigger warning, bullying is coming up here, high school, sophomore year, college as well, international students. All right. Okay. All right. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something is coming. Hold on. Hold your horses. There's a very excited energy here. Okay. I feel like there's these two timelines right now. You guys are currently purging out some type of insecurity. And this is insecurity specifically around not belonging, not being involved. I'm hearing poverty consciousness right now. I feel like there's a shadow energy here around work and career. Specifically, I'm getting the jobs, because I had this dream last night and it was about my mom as well. The jobs here, Pinterest just came up. Pinterest could be significant. Vision boards could be significant here. But the jobs your parents had or the jobs your parents didn't have. Okay, there's this energy here specifically. That's why I'm seeing high school to college that is being purged around you guys not really getting the best start to life. No matter how old you guys are, not getting the best start to life around you guys. I'm hearing words like buying, but I'm also seeing books. I'm hearing words like scholarship. I'm seeing this very specific image of like graduation and sitting down and like seeing kids in the honor room. Some of you guys I'm also picking up, like maybe you grew up in a really chaotic household. It just gives me that when it came to the original foundation, there was a lack of peace. Now I'm seeing yellow flowers coming up and blooming, okay? So Spirit has really been helping you guys with your confidence. There has been a cleansing. There has been a clearing. They're showing me DNA upgrades. Okay, I'm literally seeing the DNA string coming up here, okay? I'm hearing McDonald's. Blank space. That was a blank card that came up here. The High Priestess. It's, what, this energy is so interesting. I feel like there has the wound that you guys had with lack, okay, with not getting the best chance to life, your family dilemma. It caused a wounding with your spirituality and with your relationship with God. Because what I'm getting with this here, it's like almost like there was this part, and I'm also picking up race and like, yeah, there could be this energy here. I'm going to look for my astrology deck. Drawn to this deck here. Yeah, this energy here around privileged people. All right, maybe you felt like that quote unquote privilege was like a blessing from God. Maybe there was a part of you, even though, I feel like the universe tried to show you that, hey, like not all money is good money, or like, there's a lot behind the scenes, or, don't, social media is an image. Like you would hear all these things, but I just pick up you guys, and you know what, this energy is valid. I think a lot of people are so quick to say envy and jealousy, like, let's remember the complications of being a human being, especially a person of color, for a minute, okay? Not saying you should walk around with your hater shades, but I am saying some conversations are very important to have. It's important to bring up because racism, for example, is systematic. It very much is systematic, okay? I say a spiritual awakening is a awakening to injustice, and whoever tries to bypass that, as much as I believe in manifestation energy, I'm not the type of spiritualist that will not talk about the issues. I will very much talk about the issues here, okay? Because duality is a thing, and darkness and evil is a thing, okay? But I'm gonna give you guys this analogy. I remember something I discuss a lot with my cousin and my friends sometimes is like, I'll never forget we also have spiritual awakenings, are not just, we have many different awakenings in life, okay? And a lot of our awakenings are actually when we're very, very young. The awakening to separation, all right? It's like when you're a kid on the playground and you just want to be a kid, you just want friends, and the first time you're treated differently, the first time someone brings up anything about race, whether that's in your household or outside as well. But like, I remember growing up, I had this moment, and it was specifically more around middle school, because my elementary school was like walking distance to my house, and my elementary school represented the people living in our neighborhood, which was my neighborhood was like Caribbean people, Pakistani people, Mexican people. It was like, and white people, Jewish people, like that was my or Israeli people, but that was my neighborhood growing up. So my elementary school reflected that, okay? I'm sure there's things in my mind maybe like blocked out that I'm not remembering, but middle school was a very big switch, because my middle school was in a different area, which means that it represented, I grew up in New York, by the way, that area. And I remember, it was the first time that my friend group started to diversify, because I only used to be friends with, not by like I chose that, it was just what was available to me. My friends were like Hispanic and black, or I always had like Middle Eastern or Pakistani friends and everything, but my middle school was predominantly whites. And I remember having like I would meet up with my friend group before we go to the train, and the street I was on was like a lot of POC. It was all POC, the street I lived on. And the next street across from me was a sign that basically like, it was like a separation of the neighborhood. And the next street across from me were these beautiful Victorian houses. My street was all buildings. A good neighborhood at the time, but it was like, it had its like little issues, but it was all buildings. And across from me was these gorgeous Victorian houses. I'm not even when I actually learned the history and recognized that there was plantations on that street, it was a different conversation, or just in the whole neighborhood. But it was just so interesting, because there was this like sign of separation from it. And it's like, as soon as you cross the block, you're technically in a different neighborhood. And I would only see white children and white people come out of that. And I remember having like that one day, I was like waiting for my friends, and I was waiting for the train, and recognizing that my friends who were white were coming from that way, and then my other friends were coming from this way, my POC friends. And I remember just having that moment like, and my parents were immigrant families. We couldn't afford a house, still my family struggles with certain things, but I genuinely never, for me, wealth at the time was like someone who had their own room. It was a house. Like, I didn't even think middle class. Like, I wasn't even thinking mansion, Kardashian. That was not my thinking. Like, for me, wealth growing up, and it's not even say we were like poor, but it's just like there are different awakenings. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it does align with this reading, where I feel like, especially when you're super young. So right now, the stuff that you guys are healing and purging is sensitive stuff. Hold space for yourself, because this is like the times in your life that your innocence was kind of taken from you, okay? In different forms. Your belief system started to structure growing up before the age of 10, or I would even say going to like age 13, okay? I know I picked up, college is another significant shift, because in college you really start to see, due to like frats and sophomores, and even the difference, especially in American culture, the difference between dorming and not being able to dorm. There's all these, that you're dealing with a lot of money, thousands of dollars, so Spirit is really bringing up for you guys at this time this sense here, because you were not born into certain foundations, because of the wounding around, your parents and, their ability or non-ability, whatever it is here, okay, resources, you guys really felt like God or the divine didn't choose you. And this is a really, really deep message. There's a 10:10. It was, as I said that, there was a feeling like God or the divine didn't choose you. And I want to make it clear, you don't have to be a POC, because there's different, we all have our struggles. But there is definitely, this is someone who grew up with more humble beginnings, who saw a lot of hardship here. And when it came to the developmental years and making certain decisions here, there were sacrifices made, or there were limitations. So now, yes, you guys are dealing with the wounding around money. All right, but this is really, really deep. This energy is very, very deep that's coming out here. Wow. Let me go ahead. But Party Next Door is like playing in my head. She belonged to the city. Very interesting energy. Okay. I feel like, so you guys have been breaking generational curses with this Nine of Wands. You have been breaking generational curses. You are on the right path. You've learned so much about yourself. There's so much wisdom you've accumulated. Not just like you've already broken generational curses, because I feel like Spirit is saying there were some people, and bless their heart and bless their situation. This is no judgment at all if I'm saying this here, because, the trauma is a very, very deep thing, okay? And it's on a spectrum, but there were some people that could not get out of the headspace of what they grew up in, the conditions, okay? It's like I'm hearing Bob Marley escape from mental slavery. They couldn't get out of those conditions. But you guys exposed yourself to knowledge. This is a part of, confirmation of you exposing yourself to new knowledge, that already there were alchemic processes that happened that shifted your life experience, okay? And in no way, when I see the Nine of Wands, which has been a card following me for so long, the Nine of Wands in no way, shape, or form talks, for me personally, I don't think it talks about ease. It talks about staying power. It talks about, it's like, when I see the Nine of Wands, there's this energy of like expansion. Ninth house energy is the energy of expansion, okay? If it's coming up in the reverse. There's this energy of, you've already alchemized so much. You've already ingrained and shifted your life experiences. By the way, I do have a self-love and self-confidence subliminal playing in the background. But you've already shifted your life experiences to the point that there is no going back to that place, okay? And two, there must be new results. You guys are actually in a time, you're seeing this video because you are shifting your life experiences again, okay? I'm seeing 333 coming up. With the Eight of Cups, though, in the reverse, Spirit, go ahead and clarify this Eight of Cups. There's something about the past that's very hard for you to leave behind. This energy, this wound around belonging. Wow, okay, this message. Woo. I'm hearing very woo-woo, Pop Smoke, the woo, okay? All right, so you guys right now, I've been hearing you're in the thick of it. You're in the thick of it. You're actually shifting, okay? You're shifting in this very moment and coming into alignment where you are no longer on the outside of the fence of those life experiences. All right, you've started to heal your relationship with the divine, your relationship with God. Okay, you've been healing it. Honestly, for most of the collective, I don't feel like it's as strong as it can be, but you've been healing it. So here's what's happening. A lot of those experiences now, with this Three of Cups, these environments, these places that you thought you would never be to, maybe some of you guys are living in it right now. There's at least an answered prayer I'm hearing, or a couple that you're currently living. I feel like cleansing to get through this message here. Whew. Felt some ego energy. I'm actually going to pick up some black tourmaline to support me. But you're in this time right now, okay, that you are aligning with experiences that's going to be very healing for your inner child. I'm also hearing financially, okay, being able to buy from certain brands, certain products, all right, that's going to be very healing. I'll give you an example. Like, I remember growing up, even like, and I don't remember how much it was, but I was in college. Like, my money had to go to other places, you know? I'm not saying I was completely financially responsible, but I remember like Lush, like the brand Lush products and everything. And I remember like, oh my God, like I would just see certain things that I felt like, you know, was only available to certain people, just because that's what happens when you're a kid growing up and the people are not explaining things to you properly. But even the adults have the wounded inner child and their systematic stuff and whatever, you know, unless you have real professional help, and even some therapist spaces is a different conversation. But Spirit was guiding me. They were like, yeah, we want you to start purchasing, of course, do this within reason, because make sure, you know, the brands have the right moral compass that you want, but purchasing stuff that you couldn't get growing up. Like, just alchemize that energy. There's also something here that's really big where you guys are being guided to release, I feel like, a lot of guilt. All of a sudden, as I'm doing this, it's like I'm hearing pain spirals. Release a lot of guilt. Release a lot of guilt around you, because I'm hearing, especially as you guys are coming out of bounds, okay, there may be something that's there may be something that's happening where, as you're elevating, and in no way am I saying don't help, absolutely help if you can, but also be honest with yourself as you are growing and as you are elevating here. I'm hearing things like put your own seatbelt on first. Remember that you're growing, things are shifting, things are improving, but you may not be at a place of complete stability yet. There are going to be some lessons that you have to learn. You cannot invitee everyone. Okay? There is this energy of discernment. And in no way is it saying that you think you're better than people, but you do have to be discerning. I think that, you know, sometimes people like to say, oh, you know, you got to be authentic and I'm real and I'm this and that, but that don't mean you're mature. Honestly and truly, especially if there's a lot of wounds around these spaces, these environments, you know, maybe people you knew didn't grow up like that. Not everyone knows how to condone themselves, and it's in no way code switching, but sometimes some triggers can cause real shadow activations that can be destructive, not only towards you and this new life, but it can be destructive towards them. Okay, I'm hearing you're not always guided to play God in everyone's life, in everyone's story. But that doesn't mean don't help if you can, if you feel called to in your spirit, if you can help. But I do feel like the divine is definitely saying to you guys that you are getting to this place of growth. You are releasing resistance, but you also have to have the discernment. Also, just learn to pray on things. Okay, some of you guys could be getting a dog soon, or just like more higher services for your pet that's coming in here. All right. There's also something here about grooming, even just grooming yourself. I'm hearing money coming in here for certain services. Okay. Some of you guys, if there's any, like, I'm hearing hair issues, scalp issues, if there's anything like that, there's something about like going to higher professionals. Okay. More luxury services. All of a sudden I saw, all of a sudden resistance. It's okay. We're good. Just calm down. There's just a lot of resistance in the inner child. I'm seeing 888 abundance coming in here. Abundance timeline. Yeah, we have the Magician, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, your manifestations are coming in, but I'm still hearing this little voice as I'm saying this, saying, yeah, but like, why me? Again, it just goes back to this place where moments in your life, because of what society taught you, because of the systematicness, and again, it doesn't just have to be POC watching this, but there were moments, and I want you guys to really like reflect on this in an inner level. And I'm hearing it's like, it's my birthright. It is my birthright to get the best chance to life. And people actually heal by seeing you have these things. You know, I saw a TikTok and it was like, I'm not, I'm releasing my fear of flying, even though I travel, and like I very much have like a ninth house stellium in Aries. It's actually like, it's my most filled house. But I also have a Saturn in Aries in my ninth house, which can talk about a fear of travel, a fear of action in that sense. But it's still very strange because also Venus in there and Mercury's in there too. Got to work through it. It's something to work through in this life. But like, I had seen this TikTok, the nervousness. Spirit had told me that I am meant to experience private planes and private jets. And it's literally the little dust, little orb, whatever that went over my head just now. My eyes literally twitching, you guys, because of PTSD. I had a really, really bad flight one time, and it was like the pilot was freaking out, whatever, a couple years ago. But Spirit had told me that I was meant to do this. And it's actually not something on top of my list, to be honest, because it scares me. But I saw it come up in the TikTok, which is like on Spirit showing me that, okay, this is actually coming into alignment, because private planes do not just naturally come out up on my TikTok. And it was actually a family, black family. And it was incredible. Like, I absolutely enjoyed it. I thought it was so healing. You know what I mean? So there is definitely, I feel like you're going to see a lot of signs, okay, of this timeline coming in before it comes in. And I feel like the number one thing you guys will have to purge out is guilt and shame, whether it's like you're actually directly like, you know, reprogramming the guilt and shame with via subliminals, okay, releasing in meditations, or just self-love, heavy self-love, self-confidence work, because I feel like the guides are trying to give you downloads that you stepping into this is not just healing for you, but it's healing for the collective, okay? I'm going to pull some Oracle to end this off. I'm hearing 5. I just heard 5 days, 5 weeks. So the energy of 5 is really strong here, okay? I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about timing, because lately I've been getting a lot of timing coming up here, and I'm alluding it to numerology because I think time is an illusion, but I think it has to do a lot with like the energy, okay? So 5 is like 5th house energy, Leo energy coming up here, all right? There's something about the Leo energy here that's healing. The 5th chakra is the throat chakra. All right, interesting. We had a lot of stuttering during this, so the purging of the throat chakra is coming out here. So the energy of 5 days for some, 5 weeks for some, could be 5 hours even of a shift. Like I said, everything is energy, so it's really more about the vibration of it. We have the cow. Interesting, because I've been seeing cows. Like cow symbolism, Alabama, the South could be significant. But the cow says nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. Okay, coming up here. All right, we also have the Merlin, alchemy, justice, and balance coming in here. I'm feeling one more, joy. So you have a lot of joy coming in here. You have obviously the abundance. You've asked the divine for things and you are going to receive. When I start to see farm animals, I think of a lot of abundance as well too. And I also think harmony with nature, okay? Respect of nature here. You guys could be around, like I said, something around animals, pets coming up here, guided to more nature experience. I just saw someone holding like a baby lion. That could be an experience. Dubai, Africa, South Africa could be experience. I heard West Africa too. Safaris. Alchemy, justice, and balance. Okay, so your situation, you guys, the book The Alchemist has been coming up. You've been alchemizing your situations. Dragons have been coming up too, which is tapping into power, tapping into your personal power. Okay, balance, you've been seeking, you've been balancing out your chakra system. First chakra coming up, we have 1, we have 20. Age 20 could be significant. Like I said, you know, there is definitely, we also have 37, but there were these different awakenings. 20, I would say, is like either the end of college, and then 1 is what I was talking about when you're very, very young and you have these awakenings, like, I'm different than other people, or, you know, it's like the innocent goes away, the magic of life, some of that magic is coming back, some of the belief is coming back. You're healing that relationship with the divine. That's what's happening here. Some of you guys are being guided to do some research around Merlin, okay, as well. When I think about Merlin, I think about wisdom. Honestly and truly, I don't have that much information, but Ooh, that was a really tough, interesting. This deck is a lot of gold on it. It was a tough shuffle. All right, like I said, there's still resistance because there was resistance in this message as I was giving it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Time. It will happen within a year in the reverse. So I feel like something you guys did, and I'll actually want to tap in to see what it was, shifted the timeline so this shift can happen faster. Something you guys have been doing. You could be using subliminals. You could be using some type of healing tools. You could be deep, like some type of spiritual routine you've been doing. It's like I'm just seeing like literally, and like I'm seeing Merlin energy, but it's more just cosmicness. It's like Spirit is showing me the astral timeline, but it's like tapping into like the galactic space. I'm just seeing this like vortex above my head. It's like a blue yellow vortex. That's what I'm seeing. Something about, and I just heard Saturn, Neptunian energy, Jupiter. Okay, like, but I see some blue yellow. That's throat chakra. That's solar plexus. I mentioned yellow before, but there's something you have been doing. Some of you guys could have been eating differently too. I'm hearing fasting and praying, incorporating just like more vegetables here. Something's been opening up those centers. The throat chakra for you, the solar plexus, something has been opening up those centers that you've been doing, and it decreased. Like I said, time is an illusion. Time is an illusion at the end of the day. All right, like I said, you're really healing. You're remembering the Akashic records. You're healing your relationship with spirituality, with the universe, with God, okay, with faith, because there was a huge faith wounds. We have lonely. Okay, a lot of you guys could have been lonely. I just heard Lonely by Justin Bieber. Not going out. Okay, struggling with self-esteem, feeling like no one cares. That's what it is, feeling very alone, and what time it will happen within a month. So what did I say? There's definitely like this energy that's like speeding up right now. Okay, although you're struggling with self-esteem, something has been healing that self-esteem wound. We have friends. Okay, you're gonna meet some new friends coming in here. What did I say about the unblock? Unblock. Blockages cleared, blockages removed. Okay. Your social life. What has been healing this wound? What caused this timeline to speed up here, Spirit? Show me what caused this timeline to speed up. I just heard something about quality over quantity, peace. Peace, something about peace, healing the inner child, shadow work, closure, surrendering to the divine ending cycles. Yeah, there's been something you guys have been doing. The decisions you've made, you may have made a decision. Some of you guys released someone from your life as well too, because we have strife. Okay, someone that was causing a lot of arguments here, mind games, gaslighting. There was a release here. Could even be just making peace with yourself. Like I said, making peace with yourself or making peace with the divine. Coming in here. Okay, yeah, would say ascension. Okay, I just heard, what'd you say? Something here about divine counterpart. A new hobby. You've been pouring into, you've been shifting away, shifting out of an energy of strife, of anger. We have gossip. Turning away from some people and tuning in to more of your spirituality. Yeah, we have fall. Spirit just keeps validating that it's going to happen this summer. This shift is happening this summer here, okay? Let's get some last messages to see what exactly is happening this summer. The Knight of Cups came out. We have the Six of Cups, reconciliations with your soul tribe is coming into summer. So you still have, I'm hearing the summer isn't over. All right. Of course, this is timeless whenever you see it. All right. But yeah, I'm getting at least the summer isn't over, but we also have it will happen in a month. So it could be saying this month isn't over. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. Sunny days could be significant here. Money in your savings account. Money to save. That's coming up. Money to save up for something. Save up for something. A house could be significant here. We have the Page of Wands. We have Eight of Wands in the reverse and then Page of Wands coming up right. Something's going to work out for you. Okay, so I feel like something that you felt like there was a lot of worry, there was a lot of fear, okay, going towards, like there were two energies. There was an energy of fear, there was an energy of worry, there was an energy of strife. Okay, and it's shifting into an energy of, I just keep hearing alchemy, alchemy, alchemy. Dude, you're doing such a good job. Congrats. I just heard congrats. Congratulations, Post Malone. Energy is shifting in the right direction. It's going to work out for you. Okay, so it's like your faith is going to pay off. Your faith is going to pay off big time. All right. I split the deck. Unresolved feelings, issues, emotions are too strong. Yeah, you guys have had some really heavy emotions. All right, there could have been a loss too. You could have been mourning someone. You could have been mourning a connection. But this rebirth, you're in this rebirth and you're doing an amazing job of it. Okay, you're going to start to see things coming in within a month. All right, but yeah, all right. 5 days. 5 weeks for some, depending on where you are in this journey. Okay, just the energy of 5, which means keep honing in on the energy of Leo. Leo rules the heart. Okay, well, Leo rules the throat chakra. There's all these speculations. The upper heart chakra to the throat chakra. Okay, some people will say Leo rules the heart chakra, Leo rules the throat. Okay, so maybe do some like throat chakra healing. But again, I am more just about self-love programming, okay, more than anything. I mean, there's subliminals to like heal all the chakras and stuff, just because I feel like for me at least, if you just end up just doing like one chakra and another chakra, so you could go kind of crazy, but whatever. That's just me. How are, okay, I need a ground because the way I feel, here's what's happening to me. I'm feeling the other timeline coming in, and I almost said, how are you guys? I'm fine, you guys, trust. It's just what it is to live as a very, very, very sensitive psychic. I've lately been realizing how sensitive I really, really am to energy as I've leaned more into this. I will balance out. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope it made sense. I hope this wasn't so kooky. I'm going to ground, do some breath work to try to clear out some of this energy. And yeah, bye.